I always find it remarkable when you say to somebody that you're going to work on improving a sidewalk or a road or get a tree trimmed, and then you actually do it, and people are like amazed that something actually happened in local government. It's kind of nice. I find it kind of funny too. We launched SeeClickFix, which New Haven's had for a long time. You had it advertised on the register, and people, because of that, thought that Hamden was involved with it well before this year. But we actually launched it just a few weeks ago, where our department heads are actually receiving the information and reviewing them. It's all mapped out, and we're using that as our work order system. And I gotta say, I've been using it. I think it's fantastic. When I'm out and about and I see a graffiti area or I see a sign down, I can, instead of just scratching a note and trying to remember to put it into a system or tell somebody about it later on, can use it right there. It's an ability to be responsive. I think that we're trying to build what I would call a new community pride in the town. And when we have our events at Town Center Park, from the concerts to charity events to the walkathons and the food truck festivals and our movie nights, all at no price, you don't have to charge to get in. People are talking to each other and creating relationships there as well. Neighbors are getting together for free nights of entertainment that Hamden didn't always have to offer. I was just talking with someone about a story about 10, 12 years ago when we were on the golf course across from Town Hall, across from the government center. I can't imagine the town without Town Center Park and our central gathering area now. It just isn't really conceivable to me. Our town really has become known for the events that we have there. You know, almost every weekend, with the exception of the really heavy winter weathers. And it seems like there's a friendlier attitude between people because they are talking to folks more. And if you're coming on the weekend, especially families with kids are coming and saying, here's something to do in town. And for the Town Center Park events, for our library, the events that have been happening, the arts programs on Saturdays and Sundays at the library, all at either no cost for Town Center Park or $1, $2 a ticket for the arts programs. And people can always come to that little center of town and have something to do. The big ticket items will be town finances, obviously, and we've been really working hard to keep things afloat in Hamden. Our bond rating has stayed steady over the last 2 years. We upgraded in end of 15, beginning of 16, and we had that maintained with a stable outlook with Standard & Poor. We were put on a watch list because of the state's budget madness sometime about 3 weeks ago, I think it was. But we had conversations with both Standard & Poor and Moody's with their watches, and they're really concerned about the effect of the state on towns kind of on a macro level. But when we drilled down to Hamden's dollars and cents, we showed them, look, last time that you rated us, here's what you rated us on. Our pension problem is better. Our fund balance has gotten better. When we say that we're going to work on balanced budgets, you see that we're delivering these things. So all of the different budgets that were coming out at that moment, you had the governor's 4 budgets that came out, you had the Republican budget, the Democratic budget, you had the bipartisan budget that didn't fly. All of them had Hamden pretty whole, so we weren't losing a ton of money. And we had prepared for that from last budget to this budget because it didn't look like there was going to be all of a sudden voluminous amounts of state revenue coming in. And so we budgeted that way. And when we talked with the rating agency, look, I understand you have to take an action because the state of Connecticut is into October now and there's no budget, but Hamden's going to be okay because here's what's going to happen, one of this range of items. And even if we lose a little bit, we're prepared for that. There's a lot of times they're going to lose a lot of money. It's going to be a real struggle. But thankfully,